Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with an update for Ethereum in today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar content, smash the bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below this video in the description. Grab it now and let's talk about Ethereum. So, a lot of people are getting a little bit impatient with Ethereum here at the beginning of 2025. We've been in a period of consolidation, really, and it's been consolidating in a little bit of a downtrend as well during the past few months. Again, we did see a nice breakout here on the back of the election results in the United States. We went from prices around $2,400 up as high as $4,000 by the time we got to the first couple of weeks of December. But since that time period, we have retraced, we have consolidated over the past few weeks, really in this zone between $3,000 and about $3,700, with many people wondering, are we really going to have an altcoin season? Are we really going to have Ethereum leading the charge to see us have more capital rotate out of Bitcoin into Ethereum and subsequently into other alts? Well, let's assess what's happening here on these charts. I do think we're looking like we have a bit of a compression here, and we could be looking at a breakout in the coming weeks or months. But I agree, Ethereum has been underwhelming in terms of its price action, especially when you compare its returns versus the likes of Sui and Solana, other competing layer 1 protocols over the past number of months. It's definitely been a little bit underwhelming when it comes to Ethereum's price action and gains. It's had its issues. It's been transitioning from proof of work to proof of stake. It hasn't done that in the most smooth fashion. And now we've been seeing news about wanting or the many of the key people on the Ethereum Foundation, being replaced, or at least some shakeup happening there with some of the key personnel in the upper echelons who are involved with the Ethereum project. So again, are we going to see it moving to the upside? Yes, I do think we're going to see Ethereum breaking out here as we move through 2025, but I do certainly believe other protocols, other more scalable, more efficient, and more cost-effective layer 1 blockchains are going to outperform Ethereum on a percentage basis. So again, we're currently sitting here at a price of about $3,300 at the very end of January 2025. I do think we'll be moving up in the coming weeks and months after we have a little bit more consolidation here. I think we'll have that move to the upside. But what else is happening here when we compare this to the previous cycle? Well, when we compare Ethereum to Bitcoin, we can actually see some interesting things happening on the chart. Okay, if I bring up ETH to BTC, we can see back during the 2021 cycle, we did have a very nice breakout. I'm going to need to bring us out to the weekly chart here. We had a very big move for Ethereum to the upside here as we approached the very end of 2020 and moved into 2021. So you can see this breakout from these levels at 0.024, making big moves to the upside through Q1 and Q2 of 2021. And this was the real altcoin season during the previous cycle. You know, we had a move, essentially Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin by 220% over about a 6-month period. We had that big move, and this is when we saw capital rotation into Ethereum and subsequently into alts, signaling a very big altcoin season with the majority of assets outperforming Bitcoin during this time period. And what that requires is Ethereum making that move against Bitcoin to the upside. But as you can see, we've been in a pretty strong downwards channel here for the past 2 years. We haven't seen Ethereum significantly outperform Bitcoin since that last cycle. And we've been in this downtrend really since August of 2022. Ethereum has not managed to get out of this channel. You can see that we've tried on a number of occasions here. We got up to this top level on a few occasions, even during the summer of 2024 here as well. But over the past number of months, we've just gone lower. Ethereum is moving to the downside versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance has been increasing, and therefore we haven't seen Ethereum truly able to outperform Bitcoin. And even in the past 3 weeks alone, it's coming out the bottom end of this channel, not boding well for that outperformance or capital rotation into Ethereum and alts just quite yet. So again, what is happening? We don't know exactly, but Bitcoin dominance is holding strong, and we're seeing Bitcoin up around 104, 105,000 at this same time period when Ethereum is still only around $3,300. So I had this line in the chart here to try and represent what I wanted to see happen for Ethereum, let's say, to outperform Bitcoin and usher in possibly a bit of an altcoin season. We do need to see us moving from these levels at the lower end of this channel up towards the top of the channel, and possibly even breaking out the top side to really signal true Ethereum outperformance for Bitcoin and rotation into alts. Okay, it's not looking great right now. We do have to have a little bit more patience to see that play out. And the other chart that we'll take a quick look at is Ethereum dominance. And again, this is not looking the most healthy. You can see Ethereum dominance has been on a very strong downtrend for the past year, year and a half, even more. But if we actually look at just how strong that downtrend is, really since the middle of 2024, it's gone from levels of 19% all the way down to 11.3% where we're at today. If we zoom out on a weekly chart, that is much further away from the levels that we were getting up to here at the peak of the last cycle. Ethereum was up at a 22% dominance level, so we're literally half of the dominance of Ethereum compared to where it got to during the peak of this 2021 cycle. So again, I do think we would need to see some strength here in terms of holding this level. It does look like we're at a key level of support here. If we just check out the chart, it's looking like there's some pretty good support at this level, because we had Ethereum originally getting up to these 11% levels in the run up to that cycle. And we can see that we have good support at that 11% level. I'd like to see us holding here. Again, maybe we get a bounce and we start to move back to the upside. But you can see how we've dropped from just below 13% to just above 11% in the past 2 to 3 weeks alone. So let's wait and see what happens here. We would want to see this moving to the upside, in my opinion, to truly signal a little bit of an altcoin season. And again, you know, there's so much network effect with Ethereum. You got to remember, it still makes up the vast majority of everything happening from a decentralized finance perspective. Now, granted, yes, it has been getting eaten into by Solana and other chains here when it comes to market share of decentralized finance or total value locked in decentralized finance. These numbers for Ethereum were up over 63, 64% this time 12 months ago, and Solana was only down at 2%. So Solana is continuing to eat into Ethereum's market share of decentralized finance, but obviously it's hard to argue here. The vast majority of everything happening in DeFi is still locked in with Ethereum. So it is the key player when it comes to decentralized finance, and was really the birthplace of decentralized finance back a few years ago. And again, if we're looking at things happening from a real world asset tokenization perspective, Ethereum is also the blockchain of choice, at least for a lot of these institutional investors and players in the RWA space. So if I zoom down to this chart here, you can see treasury market caps by network, the vast majority of activity and market cap attributed to treasuries and the tokenization of US treasuries happening on the Ethereum blockchain. So again, it's making up the vast majority of decentralized finance TVL and real world asset tokenization when it comes to blockchain of choice for all of this stuff happening. I do think you're seeing a lot more retail investors coming into decentralized finance and looking for solutions that are more cost effective and more efficient than Ethereum mainnet. And yes, its market share has been dropping as a result of that, but it's still the dominant player. But I think this could still continue to grow. This could be a very nice catalyst for the price of Ethereum continuing to the upside if we see institutions, big players like BlackRock for asset tokenization and RWA on the blockchain, using solutions like Ondo and using blockchains like Ethereum for their BUIDL fund. I do think if it's going to be the blockchain of choice for institutional capital, that could be enough of a driver to really push prices higher and continue Ethereum's upwards trajectory during the course of 2025. We're going to have to wait a little bit further to see what's happening here, guys, but have patience. Let's see what happens. And again, I do think we'll see outperformance of other tokens and layer ones against Ethereum, but lots of things happening under the hood and it being a pretty solid blockchain of choice for enterprise and institutional capital. As always, guys, today's video is sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. I'm going to leave a link for Femex down in the description of this video. Come on over, check it out for yourself. You don't have to use that link. I really don't mind. This is not financial advice, guys. Obviously, always do your own research and check out everything happening on Ethereum for yourself. But if you enjoyed the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Share the video with a friend. Let me know what you're thinking. Is it time to go all in on Ethereum? Do you have Ethereum in your portfolio? Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking about Ethereum right now in 2025. Are we set up for a breakout in the coming weeks and months? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Smash that bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below in the description. Grab it now, completely free, and we'll catch you in the next one.